Hello and welcome to the President's Table, a monthly update on happenings on and about the campus of Texas A&M University Commerce. My name is Dan Jones, the president of Texas A&M University Commerce, and we're glad that you're joining us for tonight's program. It's been a very busy spring here in Commerce, a lot of things going on and a lot of exciting new developments, and we're going to tell you about several of them here in the next few minutes. I think one of the most exciting developments in recent months has been a new football coach coming to town with a whole new vision and a new direction for the program. So my guest for the first segment is Coach Colby Carthel, who is the head coach of the A&M Commerce Lions, who arrived in late January, right?
Yes, sir.
Hit the road running, literally.
Mm-hmm. And driving.
And driving.
Out and finding some players. You bet.
Right. Colby comes to us from West Texas A&M University, where he was the defensive coordinator, and that program led the nation in defense last year.
We had a good year last year. Ended up national semifinalists and one game out of the national championship. So it was a lot of fun. Got to coach with my dad up there, and was there for 7 years, and blessed with a lot of good players and a lot of good coaches and some good happenings. But it enabled us to receive this opportunity, and we jumped at it. Sarah and I are really tickled to be out here in East Texas, and got some great tradition here. And,
absolutely.
And, we're a whole lot closer to some good football players than we were up there in Canyon, so should make recruiting a little easier.
Yeah, well, a lot closer to a lot of things here in Commerce.
You bet.
This is this is the heart of football country. Texas is the heart of football.
Right.
In the nation, and right here in Northeast Texas, we know you got some great recruiting opportunities.
Well, with DFW right here close, and then just the fertile football recruiting grounds of East Texas, like you say, and that's kind of our game plan, is just to win the recruiting wars at home. And if we can, throw a net around a 150-mile radius here and do our, roll up our sleeves and go to work and develop some relationships with high school coaches and get out and see these kids. If we win at home, which we already have, we had a great run at it there the first part of recruiting, and so that'll in turn into wins on the field. And we did, like you say, hit the ground running. It was just about 4 of us here and myself, so about 5 total, and we hit 106 schools in 3 days. Right there
coming
before
up to the national letter of intent day.
Right, signing date. So we were able to sign 37 high school kids. That's going to be the foundation of the future, and there'll be some real cornerstone type players that 5-10 years from now, people are going to be like, man, that was in that first class. And,
right.
So we're excited about that, and now we've turned our attention to some Division I transfers, JC transfers that can come in and maybe give us some immediate help next fall.
Right.
Because I came here to win, and we want to win next year.
Good. How are we looking at the quarterbacks spot?
Quarterbacks, we've got a bunch of them on campus, and so that's been a big competition area during spring ball, and Derek Davis has returned doing some good things, and there's a couple young redshirt freshmen that have really come on and everything, so that battle will carry on into the fall. We'll probably bring in another transfer or two there at the quarterback position, because if you don't have a trigger man, you're going to have a hard time winning, and we'll heat that competition up pretty good in August, and I think we'll have a good one behind the helm, whether it be one of these guys or a new guy coming in.
Yeah. We don't have time to get into too much detail about X's and O's, but in general, what's your philosophy of coaching and winning?
Well, be up-tempo and be fast, on offense, and that's what we'll be. We'll be exciting to watch on offensively, and we'll throw the ball 65-70% of the time, but we're still going to be able to pound the salt when it comes to running the football, because you got to be able to run to win. Defensively, we'll be in a 3-4 defense, and we'll come from every which way in terms of blitzing, and it'll be an attacking style of defense. And I think fans and alums and students will enjoy going to games, because they're going to be exciting. And I think we'll be pretty competitive pretty quick. And so I'm really looking forward to the fall. I know our kids are. They've really bought into what we're doing.
Good.
And but bottom line, it comes down to recruiting. I always tell people it's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Johnny and Joes.
Right.
So we're still out there working and going to keep trying to get some more Johnny and Joes that can run and catch and hit and do all the things to help us be successful.
Right. And be good, fine, upstanding young men. And
of those 37 that we signed, I think over half of them were academic scholars that received some sort of academic aid, and that's one thing you got to look for, because we're going to build champions on the field, but we always tell them that's going to be the shallow end of our pool. We want to be champions off the field, your spiritual life and your social life, in the classroom. We want guys that are going to come here. If you're not interested in graduating from college, I'm not interested in coaching and win football games. It's got to be a mix of the two.
Yep.
And there'll be some guys that don't fall in line, and they'll go the way the white line is the way I call it. And but those that stay in will have a lot of fun here and get a great degree and have a lot of fun doing it.
Right. And your wife, Sarah, is finishing out her coaching duties at WT, right? And will
Yes,
be
sir.
coming to Commerce here in a month or
Here
two.
in about 14 days
Okay.
and 29 hours, you know.
But who's counting, right?
Who's counting, yeah. So, no, she wanted to finish her, season there. She was
Right.
committed to them, and so
She is an assistant volleyball coach.
Yes, sir.
At
Yes,
WT.
sir. So she's right in the middle of spring ball right now herself. So we talk about midnight each night after
Yeah.
putting in 18-hour days and everything. But she'll be down here for the spring game and excited about that.
Good, good. And you mentioned the spring game, and that's coming up later this week.
Yes, sir. Friday, 7 o'clock out at Memorial Stadium. We're going to have some tailgating going on before, giving away 2 $1,500 scholarships to
Tremendous.
students.
Yeah.
So they come out, and there's going to be a lot of in-game promotions. Our new athletic director, Ryan Ivey, who's a stud. He's got a lot of stuff going. They're just using this as a test run for the fall, and so there'll be a lot going on. And then afterwards, I know Student Life has a big concert on campus. So Friday night should be a fun night out here at Commerce, Texas.
Yeah, just pray for good weather.
You bet. If not, we'll play in the rain.
Yeah, there you go. You and the mailman, right?
You bet.
You do your job regardless. And we're going to have 2 special guests that night, honorary coaches.
You betcha we are. We're going to have 2 legends from the old East Texas glory days.
Yeah.
Stumbling Sam McCord, as he
Right.
was known when he played, and just what a fantastic player he was, highly decorated, and just a great supporter.
Right.
He wrote the first check. We're redoing the weight room right now, and he was the first one to step up the plate and write a check for that. He's just a great supporter, great
Yeah.
little lion, I'd say.
Yes.
And then, of course, everybody knows Ernest Hawkins.
Right.
Coach Hawkins is all-time winningest coach here, and he went to lunch with him just the other day, and he's fired up. I told him, I said, I want to see you or Coach McCord. Which one of you guys is going to handle that Gatorade bath the best? You know? up in age a little bit. They didn't have Gatorade showers back when they coached, so we may put that to the test come Friday night. So it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that should be a great game, and we hope everyone in the community, everyone in the university comes out and
You bet.
and watches a great show.
You
And
betcha.
it'll be their first look at the new Lion team and the new Lion approach, and a lot of great things going on. Recruiting is still going on.
It's still going. We'll finish up Friday with spring game. We'll watch film on Saturday, and 6 a.m. Sunday morning we'll be flying out and headed out to California. There's a few guys who are going out there to look and track, and we'll recruit all the way up to the first game, and maybe
Good.
even after that a week
Right.
or so. If Jody Todd Hunter will let them in school,
Right.
we'll recruit until they tell us to quit
Yeah.
and everything, because got to keep getting some players in here and elevating our talent level.
Right. And one exciting new development is we're going to get new turf this summer.
Right.
And I've seen the design. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but it's going to be stunning.
It'll be great. We should have the best field in Texas.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be
Yeah.
really sharp and something. I've shown it to a few recruits. This is what's going to be happening, and I mean,
Yeah.
they are pumped, and coaches
Yeah.
are pumped, and it'll leak out here pretty quick, but it's
Yeah.
going to be fun.
It's going to be great. Well, Coach Carthel, good to have you here in town. Look forward to having your wife join you and be members of the community, and we are looking forward to a winning season this fall.
We're looking forward to it too. Thank
Great.
you much for having me.
Thank you for being part of it.
You bet.
We'll be back in a minute with our next guests on the President's Table.